Welcome in, hockey fans. As you can see, I'm outside of Magnus Arena in beautiful Denver, Colorado. Mid-January, we're talking about 60 degrees today. I don't know if it'll be that way on the weekend as we get ready to start the Rivalry Series. It's the battle for the Gold Pan right here in Denver. It'll start at Magnus Arena Friday night, 8 p.m., and then go 65 miles down I-25 to Colorado Springs, where the Colorado College Tigers will get their chance, and the Pioneers will see the new Ed Robeson Arena for the very first time Saturday night, 6 p.m. face-off in Colorado Springs. Thought it might be fun to visit with some of the players and ask them about the Gold Pan. Also want to talk to some of the coaches, so we put together a little series for you. Right now, I'm going to give you guys some trivia. So here we go. This is Gold Pan Trivia, and this series, one of the longest running, second longest running in all of college hockey. So let's start right there. How many games have been played between the two teams? Well, the answer, 325. When was the first Gold Pan game played? 1950. What year did the Gold Pan Traveling Trophy come into existence? The 1993-94 season by DU coach Frank Serratori and CC coach Don Lucia are the ones that actually found the traveling trophy and brought it out, a rusty old Gold Pan, to set that up. What and when was the largest margin of victory? Well, that one goes to the Colorado College Tigers, 16-0 over Denver in 1950. But who holds the longest win streak and how many? The Denver Pioneers, with 22 wins from 1959 to 1963. What year was their only outdoor game played in the Gold Pan Rivalry Series, and where was it at? 2016 at Coors Field. So once that game was played, it was known as the Battle on Blake for the corners of 20th Street and Blake in Denver. What was the attendance and who won the game? Denver won the game 4-1, and 35,144 people were in attendance at Coors Field. Scott Strandy reporting for the Gold Pan Series outside Magnus Arena. Welcome back in, hockey fans. It's Rivalry Week. It's a big one in Colorado. It's one of the oldest, if not the oldest. I'm debating it. I think it might be the oldest. But 1950 it started, the Gold Pan between Denver and Colorado College. Mike Benning is with me. Mike, where do we start in this one? It's a rivalry, but it's an NCHC series as well.
Yeah, it's to have this little competition between us and CC, a little rivalry game. It's huge for the NCHC and the standings, and it's just competing with rivals going back a long time ago. It's just kind of a tradition, and to come out on top means a lot to our organization. So
you're playing for the Gold Pan. Have you seen it? Have you held it? Have you touched it?
Yeah, I held it last year with no fans in the building, so it's a little different. I'm excited to get back at it with fans in the building this year, so it's probably put a new atmosphere to it. CC getting a new building, and having just that competition between them and having that more excitement with kind of an atmosphere and the rivalry between us, so I think it'll be good.
So you're coming off of a big weekend. Every weekend in Magnus is a big weekend, but how important is it to jump out on them early Friday night, get that first one out of the way, and then go down there and try to do the sweep?
Yeah, I think coming out strong is huge. We haven't played them this year. They're a different team than last year, and we're gonna come out hungry and try to kick the wind out of them early. So. Yeah. The
Pioneers have pioneered together, and it's Pioneer style, I call it, because you guys are unique in the fact that you're so deep, you're so talented. How much more can you get better, or how much more can you guys grow as a team?
We can always grow as a team. That's day to day, just team morale. It doesn't matter what it is. We're always working hard in practice to, strive to get perfection, and I think we still have room to grow in our games from last weekend to this upcoming weekend. So I think there's still some room to grow, and just keep on pushing forward.
Last year it was kind of messed up. You didn't get a chance to play much outside the pod. You were supposed to play this series, the last series of the regular season. Is there carryover right now? You guys are ready for them?
Oh yeah, we're always ready, and CC's just on our way this weekend, so I'm looking forward to get back at it with them and see what we have for this weekend. So I'm excited.
Mike Benning, appreciate your time. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back in, hockey fans. Rivalry week starts this week. It's rivalry week all week in the NCHC, but I've got Cole Gutman with me at the University of Denver. Cole, it's a goalpen. Started 1950, first game. It's the second longest running rivalry in college hockey. It's you and a rival from 65 miles south of you, Colorado College. Tell me about it. What do you know about the goalpen being here for 4 years?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's the first chance we get to win a trophy, and any chance you get to win a trophy is huge and something that we all want to do, and we've had it for the last couple of years, and it's been great, but we lost it my freshman year, and it definitely was left a sour taste in our mouth. So we're excited for this weekend and definitely want to keep it here in Denver.
Last year you had a chance to play 2 games right after the new year against Colorado College. Then you never got to play the final games. Now you're getting them back. What do you think of Colorado College this year? What do you expect out of them?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to come hungry to take the gold pan back, and it's a rivalry game like most NCHC games, so it's going to be exciting. And they got their new arena, which I haven't seen personally, but they're going to be pumped to play us, and we're pumped to play them, so it should be a good couple games.
Is it different from other games in the NCHC? You just came off of Omaha. Is it a different style, or is NCHC hockey? I
mean, each team brings their own skill set and their own game plan, but NCHC hockey is mostly NCHC hockey, and it's all playoff mentality, and it's all hard games, but it's a lot of fun, and it's what makes you better.
Tell me about playing a rival that close. I mean, is the alumni involved with you guys, or are people talking about it, or is it at the point right now where just play the games on the ice?
Well, the alumni is always involved here, which is a pretty cool part about Denver. They're pretty invested in our program, and for us, we want to keep the goalpen. I'm sure they're following along.
All right, it's going to be a big weekend. First at Magnus on CBS Sports Network, and then down to Ed Robeson Arena. Cole Gutman, thanks for your input.
Thank you.
Hockey fans, it's the start of our rivalry series in the gold pan, one of the longest in college hockey, dating back to 1950. Let's talk to somebody that knows something about it. I got assistant coach Dallas Ferguson with me here at the University of Denver. Coach, first of all, welcome in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Let's start right with the goalpen. It's a big weekend series, but it's just another weekend of NCHC hockey too. So tell us how you prepared for this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think we obviously a different weekend for us, playing Saturday, Sunday. So yesterday was an off day for the team, and this morning here we start getting ready for what the game plan is going to be for the weekend. Obviously knowing that it's a big weekend for both schools, and obviously a big weekend for our NCHC play because we're kind of moving towards the end of the season. So, the rivalry, I've been here, this is my 4th season with Denver, and obviously you can tell it means a lot to both schools. You'll see the stands will be full on both sides, and the emotions start to get running just like most rivalries do, and it's an exciting rivalry to be a part of this weekend.
One of the things that's unique about it is the home and home part of it. You'll play them here first on national TV, then you'll go down to the new Ed Robeson Arena and play them there. Difficult changes, doesn't matter?
Yeah, not really. I mean, I think it's for a lot of these guys, you have to play out of the bus in junior hockey before you get to college, right? So adds a little different twist to the weekend. I don't think there's any major adjustments to it. I mean, I think just game times are a little bit different this weekend. We play at 8 and then 6, so it's a quick turnaround. Going back down there on Saturday, but luckily for us, we're in our beds here the Friday night and be able to stick to our routine going into Saturday.
So 65 miles down the road to Colorado Springs is where you get the game action. It's different a little bit this year, though, because the first series is later in the year, and then it'll be followed up with the season-ending series as well, too, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that's kind of a nice way to end your season against your rivalry going into the playoffs. So maybe sets the tone, I think, for your emotional levels playing a rivalry series and then heading right into playoffs, which is obviously the end of the season, so emotions will be real high on that. But I mean, it's again, just being a part of a rivalry. I mean, I came from the program up in Alaska, and we had UAA, so it's always nice to have an in-state rival that you match up against, and I know our fans are looking forward to it as well as their players.
So have you held the gold pan? Have you touched it, seen it? Everybody knows it's real now?
Yeah, I've definitely seen it. I don't know if I've touched it, but yeah, I've been a part of it here for a few years, and certainly a great weekend to be a part.
All right, let's wrap it up by telling us a little bit about the Pioneers. They're on a roll, especially at home. What's been the secret? What's been the key?
Yeah, I think it's guys. I think they've been in a real good spot when we're at home here. They play with good energy, and they start games on time. And obviously, following the game plan, I think that's a game plan that they're comfortable with, which I think is important. And for us, it's just a matter of just kind of preparing, like not getting too far ahead of ourselves every week. And I think when we're at home like this, I think it's you got your normal routines and you can kind of get going. But I think the guys enjoy the playing at Magnus and in front of our fans, and just like most teams do. But I think our execution level's been high, energy's been high, and certainly it's contributed to our success at home.
It's hard to tell the difference between your first and fourth line, but one of the places that I look at is the center position. You guys are so deep up the middle, and that really has to help, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we've got depth there and we've got experience there, so I think it's certainly when you look at how your lines are laid out and balanced out, I think when you can have type of players we have down the middle, not only are they skilled, but they make other players better. That's certainly something that's been a strength of ours this year, and just having to be able to rotate four lines and get everybody involved in the game, and certainly have some talented players up the middle.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck this weekend. Good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me.
Really, JR? You think you can still do this?
I'm focused.
You're way too old to hit that target from there.
I've been listening to everything you said. It's been running through my head, locked and loaded.
All right, still got it. Still got it.
Who's old now?
Well, welcome in, hockey fans. This is another attempt at doing a Zoom. The whole deal with all this COVID stuff is driving us crazy. But I have a couple of gentlemen that are very familiar with the Gold Pan. Yesterday, I went up to Denver and visited with them, and now it's time to get the CC side of things. So, guys, welcome in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right. So I got Peter Menino and I've got Mark Stewart. You guys are both very familiar with the Gold Pan. You both had a chance to play in it. I'm not as familiar with it. That's why I wanted to do this little feature and find out if you guys can give me some insight. So before we jump into this thing, you guys interested in doing a little Gold Pan trivia with me?
Ooh, here we go.
Go ahead, but you're not going to get any answers from me.
Okay, well, try this one. It started back in 1950. Who won the first Gold Pan? Denver or CC? It's a 50-50 shot.
What do you think, Stu?
When did it start?
1950.
Denver had some rolling.
CC won the first one.
Yeah, you remember what the score was? Have
No.
they ever told you? You
No.
don't remember that in 1950?
Wasn't Scotty Owens goalie? Was Scotty goalie then or no? I'm just kidding.
16-0. CC got the
Wow.
first one.
Okay.
All right, Peter's going to get this one. So, who's got the longest winning streak? Denver or CC?
So you set me up like it's Denver because I would know it? All right, here we go.
Yeah, 1959 and 1963. Somehow you guys got 22 in a row.
Well, they were
As a Pioneer, that was.
yeah, they were rolling in that time period. So
All right, last one for you. Any idea if this is the longest running rivalry or the second longest running rivalry in college hockey?
It's the second longest running rivalry.
you said you
Oh,
would get
bonus.
one.
Bonus if you can tell me who the first is.
The first is I don't know the first.
Would it be Michigan State?
Michigan State. Yeah, you guys have 325 meetings. I believe this is number 326. So we talk Gold Pan and we talk rivalry. You guys are 65 miles apart from Denver. It's unique in the fact that you're going to play home and home. So let's start right there. You're going to Denver first. Any thoughts on Friday night's game?
Well, just like any other night, it's a Friday start. We want to set the tone. We've internally as a group really had emphasis on our Friday game. So, we've talked about this. This is an exciting weekend, being a rivalry, which is incredible with any sports scenario. College rivalries is special, but we're treating it just like any week. We're focusing on our game as a team. We're focusing on where we are in practice and areas of growth individually. We really don't want to change our approach by any means. So going into Friday is a big weekend in the NCHC, and we want to be prepared for it.
Both you guys have had experiences at Magnus. Anything you can fill the guys in that maybe haven't been there on what they can expect from Magnus Arena?
You probably know better than me. I mean, for me, coming in as an opposing team, it was always a tough place to play. Crowds were good. It was always, I felt, was a little bit darker in there, which, kind of adds to it a little bit, the atmosphere. And then, the rivalry and CCDU, that always adds to the excitement, but always a fun place to play, good crowds. And the biggest thing, we talk about it, the rivalry is great. The gold pan's great, but the best part, back in our day when we were playing and a lot of these series, it was just really good hockey games. And that's what it comes down to. It was just competitive, really good hockey, two really good hockey teams playing against each other.
Well, what I've seen from both teams this year is you're both coming on. I thought Denver maybe has a little more depth than you guys and obviously a little more experience, but man, oh man, I saw you guys play some really good hockey in Miami. And that leads me into this question. How big was it not to be able to play because you were on a roll off of that first road sweep?
Well, it's never fun to be, missing that next step and that next, preparation point that we were looking for. We were all ready, dialed in to go against Western. You have momentum, you use those terms. So it's never easy. You guys were progressing and the games are the ultimate tests. So to miss those, it's a bit of a bummer and obviously for the reasons involved. So all you can do is just keep pushing. Guys were getting what they could when they could. And you just try and pick up where you were and take the next step. That's our big focus. Is like, that was great. Miami was a great weekend. Obviously, incredible credit to the guys getting the sweep. But we're not dwelling in it. We can't. We have to move on. And like Stu says, this series, the rivalry essentially just heightens the pace of the game. It's like a playoff game. So that's what's exciting about it.
The NCHC is obviously the best conference in college hockey, and you guys are starting to chalk up a few wins right now. How good can you be before the end of the season? I mean, sky's the limit as far as that goes, but how good can you really be?
Well, I mean, that's tough to say. That's not really something we talk a lot about. We're just building step by step, weekend to weekend, and our focus is pretty laser focused as far as let's concentrate on Friday night, because that's been a big focus, of ours throughout this season. We've had some pretty good Saturday nights, some pretty good, response games, but, it's a matter of getting it going right away on Friday night and then building off that on a Saturday night. So that's where our focus is at, but we know that we're continuing to get better. We like, that about our team, but there's a lot of work to do.
All right. So I'm going to ask either one of you, if either one of you guys touched the goal pen, have you held it?
I don't even remember that, because did we have a goal pen at the time?
Yeah, we had. I've held it. We used, if you want it, you got to take it for the night. So so I've held it. We had some fun times with that thing.
That's what
I don't know if I want.
We were talking about that before. It's like you don't really maybe remember the details of the games, but you remember the outcomes and then the fun with it involved, right? So.
Okay, so give us a scouting report on what you expect out of Denver. Obviously, you guys have looked at them. You know their depth. I think they're pretty solid right down the middle. I don't know if I've seen a college hockey team that's got 4 really good centers, but where does it start for you guys in building a game plan to beat them?
I mean, you said it. The depth is there. I mean, it's years of recruiting, well coached, just depth in every position, from a NHL drafted goalie with size, what a decor they have there, different pieces from mobility to size. And then up front, there's a lot of weapons. They're a very offensive, fast team, very transitional. They're going to come and they're going to go a lot of speed. There's constant motion in their game. They're quick on breakouts. It's a complete team. Obviously, tops in the nation has that depth, has that ability to be dangerous. Every shift, every line is going to bring that. So, that's why you play in the NCH series. This is what you see. We've played St. Cloud's, we've played North Dakota. So they're their own version of what is special about the NCHC, and we've done our job as a staff to break them down. We're implementing it in our practices, and we'll be ready to go on Friday at Magnus.
So Friday night, nationally televised, doesn't hurt the exposure of the program to be on national TV, right, Mark?
Absolutely. No, it's great, for both programs and for this rivalry and for the state of Colorado, I think. So, no, we're excited about that. Anytime you can, be nationally televised, it's exciting for the players, exciting for the coaches, exciting for the program. So, we're just going to try and put on a good show.
Will you shave clean for national TV?
I'll just round it.
Sort of clean up.
All right, final one for you. Quick turnaround, 8 o'clock game up there, 6 o'clock game back at Robeson. Any effect on you guys and the players, or are you just it's just another game, let's just play it, it's a weekend series, play the game whenever it's set?
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. That's it. We had a pretty quick turnaround in Miami as well, and if you're playing college hockey, you got to be used to these back-to-backs no matter what time the first game is and the second game is. So we'll be ready to go.
And we had the weekend off, so we should be rested and ready to go. No excuses.
Everybody's healthy as far as you know? Hopefully.
I don't know if you're ever really healthy. Well, every team has their situations, and we're going through ours. Guys will battle back, and then hopefully everybody stays healthy going into the weekend.
All right, guys. Thanks for giving me a little update on the Gold Pan. One final one for you. Here's the trivia. You guys played one outdoor game. Do you remember when it was and where it was played at?
I have the picture in my office. It was at what is the field called for the Rockies?
Coors Field. You got that
Coors,
one.
right? Okay.
It's played at Coors Field in, it wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't.
2016.
Yeah, you got it, 2016. Any idea that how many people may have attended that game? Because when I saw that number, I'm going like, man, if Colorado could get 1/10 of that every single night, that would be great.
Well, I'd love for us to do that again, because the letter jackets were dynamite. I wanted to get one of those. Those
Right.
look sweet. I know what was the number. The picture showed really well.
35,144
Wow.
came out to watch college hockey in Colorado. You got to love that, right?
That's great.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's outstanding.
Mark
Do it
Stewart,
again.
Peter Menino, thanks for joining me. See you this weekend.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Good. Yeah, we'll see you.
This big series coming up this weekend, the first of two for the Gold Pan. So let's start right there. I've got Patrick Causey in with me, the forward from Long Island, New York. Am I right?
Yep. Green Lawn, New York.
I'll tell you a little bit backstory. My co-host for my podcast is an Arizona State alum, but he lives out on Long Island as well. He lives in Mastic. And
Okay.
he said he can remember going to your dad's pro shop. Is it still there?
Yeah, he's got it depends. He's moved around a bit, but he's got about like 3 now, I think.
Nice.
So, yeah, I know his
Okay.
first pro shop isn't there anymore, but he's still got a couple.
All right, let's talk CC hockey. You've had a chance to play in a couple of Gold Pan games now. A rivalry series with Denver. It's any rivalry, I'm sure, going back to the days you were a youth player, is always fun. But got any memories of the few games that you've been able to play against Denver?
Yeah, my freshman year probably is the most memorable because of the fans. Even at World Arena, we didn't usually pack the student section because it was pretty far for them to come. But when we played Denver, I've never seen it like that at World Arena. So that was really, really fun to play in front of. And I think it's going to be even better with the new rink on campus.
I just had Brian Hawkinson on, and I asked him this trivia question, so I'm going to start you with it. I let him go to the very end, but we'll start you up right away. This series was played once outdoors. Do you happen to remember when that was and where it was played at?
I do not. Did Brian know?
Yeah. Well, he knew it because he's a Colorado kid. He had to know, right?
Mhm.
2016, Denver and Colorado College played at Coors Field. They called it the Battle on Blake, which is Blake Street, which is where Coors Field sits. The amazing part of it, though, Patrick, is that there was 35,144 people in that stadium to watch an outdoor game from two college teams from Colorado.
That's awesome. I did not know. Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of trivia for you to take into this series, and then a little bit more for you. Denver won that game 4-1, so I think you owe them one.
Oh yeah, we do. Mm-hmm.
All right, tell me a little bit about Colorado College hockey right now, because and I've told people this. I'll say it again to you. I told people at the beginning of the year, I said, don't sleep on the Tigers, because come tournament time, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. You guys have slowly built it. What's it been like being a part of that with the new coaching regime, the new arena, all of that stuff that it means to be a Tiger?
Yeah, it's been awesome this year. I think the whole team's just extremely grateful for the new arena, and even the new coaching staff has been great with us. Yeah, and like you said, come tournament time, we're gonna be there. I'm ready to play. We've been building up the last couple of weeks. I know our last weekend got canceled because of COVID issues and all that, but we were playing really well the last couple of games, and we've been keeping it going in practice, and it's been our main focus. And we're just looking to play as hard as possible against Denver, and they're a great team as well. We respect them, but yeah, we're definitely going to be playing as hard as possible to get the gold pen back.
Anything that you can tell other guys that haven't played at Magnus Arena yet about Magnus, what they can expect in that building?
Yeah, it's a hard place to play in. They have some pretty good fans. I just tell them play their game. Nothing really changes. It's similar to our rink. So yeah, just keep playing their game. Don't worry about their fans too much.
You've seen some of the best teams in the country already. As you prepare for this weekend, anything different you're going to do, or is it more about Tiger hockey and what you guys want to do?
Just Tiger hockey as usual. I mean, we played St. Cloud. We almost beat them. Yeah, we played a lot of really good teams and kept it really close. So we just got to, remember that and play our games going into the weekend.
As a player, is it nice to have those competitive games all the time, or would it occasionally be nice to play a team that maybe you can stomp on a little bit?
No, I think we all love it. I mean, it makes you better as a player, makes your team better. So I think we all just really enjoy it, and it's the best going against the best players and the best teams.
All right, the series is unusual in the fact that it's a home and home. It's only 65 miles, but this weekend, for example, you're playing a nationally televised game at 8 o'clock at Magnus Friday night. Saturday, you come back to Ed Robeson. You have a 6 o'clock puck drop. Any changes that you have to make as a player to accommodate those times?
Not really, no. Just try and stick to your schedule as best as possible. Maybe on Saturday napping a little bit earlier, or just on Friday eating a little bit later. Nothing really too big.
All right, give us a little tidbit into Patrick Causey and what you like to do, or what you need to do. You have any superstitions you have to do before the game?
Yeah, I'm probably one of the more superstitious players on the team. I could take you through like a daily routine. Yeah, I eat like the same breakfast, usually just oatmeal, and then I'll nap after a pregame skate for I guess this is unusual for most guys. I only nap for 20 minutes. Don't like a long time. And then I get to the rink. I like to tape my stick as the last person, and then this is the guys' favorites. I always have to drink beet juice. So before the game, yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, I love it. Well, you had you guys have had a really good run right now. I hope this layoff didn't take too much away from it, because that win at Miami, that sweep on the road was what I thought was starting to propel you. So keep it going this weekend and try to get that gold pan back. Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, folks, that's Patrick Causey, the forward for the Colorado College Tigers, giving us a little insight into playing Denver in the Gold Pan Series. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Brian.
Hey, Brian, it's Scott with Ice Time Hockey Southwest and College Hockey Southwest Weekly. First of all, welcome in. Thanks for doing this. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Gold Pan. Growing up here in Colorado, you probably knew about it before you ever started playing in it, but welcome in.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, so senior at Colorado College, you guys now you're working on your second year under your belt there, but native of Centennial, Colorado. Tell us about growing up and hockey in Colorado as a kid.
Well, I actually, you might be surprised to hear this, but I was born in Arizona, played there, lived there for 10 years until hockey started to get a little bit serious for my brother and I. And so we moved to Colorado, get more of a better opportunity to play. And I mean, kind of took off from there. And my brother went to Denver. We so hung out with all of his buddies growing up. So I've been right around this Gold Pan for a long time.
Tell me about Colorado College now with the new building, the new coaching regime, the fact that you guys, I told people from the start, Brian, I said, don't sleep on the Tigers because I know by tournament time, you're going to be playing some really good hockey. And I think you're taking that step. You wear a C on this, in this program. What's it been like the last few months building it?
Just building it's been incredible, and to be able to be a big part of it's extremely important and special to me. And like you said, the new rink and this coaching staff I think has really changed this culture in this program, and it's going to be a force to be reckoned with in a little bit. And I think, like you said again, that come tournament time we're going to be ready to go, and we're going to be playing some good hockey. I think we're getting better every week in practice, and we're just gearing up for the long haul.
Has it been a system change that's made the difference? Has it been a confidence? Has it been a buy-in with the coaching staff? Or what's it all been in your estimation to get you where you are right now, coming off the sweep of Miami?
I think it's been a combination of all of them. Our guys are really bought into what we're doing here, and coaches are doing a fantastic job of keeping us all in line. And I think every guy kind of knows their role, and a lot of guys do have confidence that they didn't have last year. And I think that's why you see on the score sheet every night, it's a different guy that steps up every night. And so every guy in our lineup's capable of scoring that goal and making the play to help us win. So I think it's just a total team effort from coaches, players, everyone involved. I think it's just been a great change for the better.
So we talked Gold Pan. Obviously, it's been around a long time. Jerry's just informing me that you guys might be the longest running rivalry now. It's Denver, Colorado College. It's 65 miles apart. You've seen it. Have you actually seen the Gold Pan and held the Gold Pan in your hands?
I have not held the Gold Pan in my hands, no. And I'm excited to play in the Gold Pan with fans in a good atmosphere, because last year was kind of my first go around, but it didn't really feel any different than a normal game. So I'm definitely excited to get going for this weekend and have a great atmosphere in both buildings.
You've been in Magnus before. You've obviously been at Ed Robeson before. What can you tell your teammates about playing at Magnus for the guys that maybe haven't been there yet?
I mean, I don't think it's anything you need to be worried about. I mean, it's obviously going to be loud CC coming into Denver, but